Hey Pisces, what's up? Your last of the water signs. Sorry about that. Let me go ahead and give you some information. So, we're doing things a little bit differently for this little special going on. I'm running one for anyone who would like to take. Look at that. Okay, I'm gonna take that because it just popped out when, the heck. Let me see, was it in reverse? Yeah, it was. Okay, let's go ahead and keep that. I'm not sure why, but so let me move this real quick. I'm running a little special right now for anyone who would like to participate in it. What it is it's I'm focusing on relationships maybe right now in terms of the spreads. This spread's a little bit different here, but I've been noticing that my family members, as well as friends and other people, have been having a lot of relationship issues lately. So, given I decided to do a little reading special in terms of like a sale, I guess you can say. The the XoXo Special, right? And it's $22 for 30 minutes and 2 questions. So if you'd like to participate in it and get a little private reading for a little discount, check the description box. Everything's going to be there. Information, have a link to my website. There's even more information on there. So yeah, go and check that out. So this particular spread that I'm going to do for you, and I've been doing for all the other signs, is a 9-card spread. And it's more for how you, as an individual, are maybe being portrayed, or, just the types of energies that maybe, okay, doesn't want to shuffle. Pisces are bringing to the table. I'm going to kind of throw a bunch of stuff out there and see what I kind of get. And if you need any further clarification, you can go ahead and book the private reading for 22 bucks. If you would like to participate in it, it's going to be way different in terms of the spread's going to be different. It's my little couple spread that I kind of came up with. It's pretty good. And yeah, it's going to be completely different from this one right here that we're about to do. So yeah, just go ahead and check the description box. And yeah, go ahead and book your reading if you would like to participate in it. / shuffle right here. There we go. Guardian angels of love and light, ancestors lost and known in the seas of time, please intercede into this reading to provide Pisces with the clarity and direction as to which he or she seeks. And please grant me, the reader, the objectivity to read the cards and relay the messages as they're meant to be. Okay. So, this wanted to pop out, right? The Son of Cups in reverse. It's interesting. That's never really ever happened before, but hey, first time for everything, right? Okay. So Pisces, what is going on? What have you been up to? Well, from this first card, we can kind of conclude that Pisces, are we going after or creating, initiating, in a sense, some room for maybe emotions? Are we maybe emotionally blocking ourselves? Or maybe we're not opening our hearts to certain things? Because I know the May generals, or generalships, was a little rough. Initially, I put an age restriction on it, and then I kind of thought, I was like, because we had to do with our, at the end, I kind of concluded that had to do with like abuse. And I was gonna redo the video, you know, just do a new one, and yeah, Spirit was blocking me, and he was like, no, you're gonna upload that. And I was like, okay, I guess. So I was just listening to my intuition and listening to, you know, the things that kind of happen. Pisces, why is nothing popping out of the deck? Now I'm starting to kind of maybe see what's kind of going on. Pisces, you're not really trying to get the feeling that you're not really talking to a lot of people, maybe about the situations going on, which, given the May reading, which was for a certain few, it's understandable. And it's understandable why you wouldn't want to initiate or start new Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Why you would maybe not necessarily want to start involving yourself with feelings pertaining to other people or to like relationships. If that May reading maybe resonated with you in a sense. And if it did, I'm sorry about that. That's a little strange to say, huh? But so Pisces, so from how you're being portrayed, I so far, you know, since only 2 cards, being the Son of Cups in reverse and not kind of starting or initiating any type of emotional bonds, or maybe just kind of keeping things to yourself, it's causing you to maybe possibly feel, you know, like the stability isn't there. Not being able to hone in on your skills, not being able to kind of master the things that you're good at in building your web of success, and knowing that it's successful and it's there because, you know, you created it. Okay, these all flew out right here as a bunch of film. I'm going to put them back in the deck. And you know, just kind of keeping things a little low-key right now. But, you know, Pisces, it's kind of hard for me to say to not feel like this if the May reading did resonate with you. But, you know, okay, all right. Ace of Cups. All right. We have to, you know, remember, Pisces, that it's okay to be in those moments of, you know, pain, or to be in those moments of sadness. Hey, we have to feel the feels, right? You know all about that. But we, you know, there comes a point in time, Pisces, where we have to just kind of just be like, you know what? I can't let this person or this situation hold me down anymore. Like, you know, I have to maybe be hopeful that there is new love out there. Or maybe also, I'm kind of picking up 2 Pisces, maybe love for yourself, you know, rebuilding that love for yourself, for so you kind of know whether you're coming or going, even just for yourself. I mean, you know, you guys are represented by the 12th house. I mean, you know, they call it the house of, house of death. It's kind of more of like transformation. Like, it's just, it's the end, you know, kind of thing. And, you know, whenever you have a 12th house transit, oh Lord have mercy, that's a tough one. And maybe you guys did, I'm not sure, it just kind of depends upon your guys' chart. But I feel, Pisces, that because things are a little strange right now in terms of kind of the coming and the going with yourself, and not really knowing where you are maybe emotionally, you are hopeful. And I believe, Pisces, that there is something out there for you. Just, you know, sometimes we have to experience I'm not saying that we need to experience anything that pertains to that May reading, because that's not cool at all. I mean, under any circumstances. But sometimes we have to go through periods of stagnation or feelings of inadequacy, because then that's actually something, it shakes, shakes us up, and it causes us to have to change. It's nice. These 6 of Wands. Cool. So, Pisces, we are hopeful, aren't we? I'm dying to see like what this hope is about, or what's to come of it. So it's good, Pisces. I feel like you are on the right track. You're coming out of that period of being caught in the wands. You're that butterfly, and your wings are so fragile, and they're ever so thin. In terms of, okay, this card wanted like flipped like on me in here. 10 of Swords. So we are hopeful, yeah, cool. I mean, that's great. It's a wonderful thing. Shoot, hope was always, or the only thing that was left in Pandora's box, when she opened it up, and all the emotions and the feelings and that could come out of the world escaped from that box when she was trying to close it. But the only thing that was left, and she finally managed to get the box closed, was hope. It was the only thing left, because hope overrides everything. I'm going to take these two. So we have this is first right here. The Mother of Pentacles in reverse. And also the Two of Wands in reverse as well. Okay, now we have a little bit more to the story here. Could maybe possibly be dealing with an earth sign. Maybe an earth sign, a woman. I usually try and keep it sexless in terms of the cards. Kind of depends on, the surrounding cards. But you could be maybe dealing with a Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. And right now, when I put the deck down to grab the cards, the Two of Wands and the Mother of Pentacles in reverse, the Virgo card was right there, at the bottom showing. And he was upright, so, but we'll see what happens. So yeah, I mean, Pisces, I feel like, I feel like right now, an environment is not being created, or there's not. Okay, it's Justice in reverse. Could maybe be dealing with the Libra. So yeah, so this environment of stability is kind of not, it's not being created right now, and it's not being maintained. So, look at that at the end, it's pretty great. I like it, the world. Cool. Oh, by the way, if you see me put a card randomly up to the camera, I'm just trying to get focus in terms of the my camera focusing on these cards, because it's been acting strange lately. Okay, so back to what I was saying about the environment. So I feel like, Pisces, the environment in terms of protection and the physical things that we need or that we manifest within our lives, that environment is not being maintained, and it's not an environment of fortitude, you know, to be able to come to and know that things are going to be okay, that things are stable, I should say. I'm also, I don't, just picking up to Pisces on maybe this Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus that you are maybe possibly dealing with is maybe creating that for you, like that lack of, you know, kind of stability. Because, I mean, I feel something is coming in, you know, the Ace of Cups here. It's good. This is a new start to the beginning of, you know, new love, new happiness, new emotions, in terms of like good emotions. Just a new heart, a new start in terms of love. And it's pretty good. I mean, yeah, you know, and then going into that, we have the Six of Wands here, which is good too. This is hope at last. You know, the sixes represent, you know, personal adjustment. And whenever we have a six in tarot, you know, that kind of leads us to think that, you know, compassion can possibly be the personal adjustment that needs to happen or that's going on. So you do have the hope, and I feel like, and I'm kind of seeing that the compassion is there, the compassion for a new start, or maybe that is what you are seeking too, you know, wanting that new start that is compassionate maybe with another person. But then, I mean, right after the Six of Wands here, we have like martyrdom, kind of rock bottom, a completion. And it's in the middle of your reading. You know, right here, the Ten of Swords. And 10 is a number of completion, you know, 1 plus 0, 1. But you see how all these swords are, you know, even one through his eyes. So even his vision is impaired. Or, I mean, it's gone at this point. This is just hitting that rock bottom and hitting that point of, I don't want to say no return, because that's kind of the opposite of what it's about. It's about now needing rest, because now you need to take all those swords out of you. You need to release them. And I feel like, you know, you want someone there with you to help you release those swords. And by all means, I respect that. And you do maintain, you know, that hope, which is great. But maybe possibly, like I was saying before, how this Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus could possibly be the one that's causing this feel, you know, causing you to feel like the stability maybe isn't there, or the web of success isn't able to uphold both of you, maybe just one of you. You know, given that this is both, you know, earth energy. These cards are weird. It's very much you know, it's a possibility. I just kind of picked up on leaving, contemplating leaving, you know, because you may, coming back to this card, you may have Earth in your chart, you know, maybe if like an Earth moon, or maybe an Earth ascendant. The Mother of Pentacles in this deck specifically speaks of when she's upright like this. She's very attentive. See her young right there? She's like, no one's going to come between me and, you know, my family, or me and my stability. But, you know, when she's in reverse like this, it's maybe not being so attentive to maybe needing that domesticity within your life. Maybe not being so attentive in terms of seeing how that the instability is building up and how it really does affect you. And how we need to get back on the track of gaining that stability. Which is also, you know, kind of crazy too with the Ten of Swords here. Because this is, like I said, needing rest. It's going to hurt. And it has hurt to pull all those swords out, you know. Which maybe could be the reason why the attentiveness is not as prevalent as it may have been. Because going from the Mother of Pentacles right into the Two of Wands here in reverse, this is not really having... This is two. The twos represent, you know, waiting for something. And I feel like, Pisces, you're waiting for that action. You're waiting for that gut feeling within you to, you know, rise up and just be like, we're going to move forward. But when the Two of Wands is in reverse, it could also possibly mean you and someone else maybe aren't seen eye to eye. And together, the vision isn't clear. It's almost like there's, you know, some discord going on. And since it's fire energy as well, it could be very intense. It could be very abrupt. But this is not having the expansion, per se, in moving forward, or having the ambition to move forward, and having, I don't want to say the guts, but, you know, what I'm trying to say, like, not having, you know, that yearn to want to move forward. It's kind of yielding towards, yeah, moving forward. Or it could also possibly mean that you may not be waiting much longer. You know? Yeah, I'm starting to kind of get that, Pisces. I'm starting to pick that up. You know, given that the Justice card in reverse is right here. Yeah, could be represents Libra as well. It could be, but when it's in reverse and it represents a Libra, they're not very nice. Their scales are completely off. You could also maybe possibly have, you know, Libra in your chart as well. It could be strong in it. But when Justice is in reverse like this, and when it's, you know, in your, you know, near future or what could possibly come, it's basically saying, we realize that it's not fair, the things that have happened or transpired. Because who is really maybe the victim within the following circumstance or such circumstance, you know, that's going on with you right now. And when justice is not served, it will be. And it always does. And whatever, you know, is done in the dark always shines through and comes out. And especially right now during this time, when the transformations are heavy, when the secrets are being revealed, when people are starting to realize there are certain aspects of themselves that they really didn't take into account were actually there, or they weren't conscious of it. But they're going to put themselves in certain situations where someone's going to, you know, someone's going to call them on it. And then they're going to be like, oh my God, I do that. And hopefully, you know, it's a good transformation. And that they change that about themselves. But this is great. Because whatever is to come, you know, Spirit, God, they have your back. And I'm feeling, you know, I'm picking up two Pisces that because of this unfairness that's been going on, you know, it's been throwing you off. And since it's been throwing you off and you haven't had the urge or the yearn to move forward, kind of just being a little bit maybe stagnant or not being on the same page with your partner. And also maybe not having, you know, that stability that you feel that you do need, or maybe the instability that this earth sign is kind of portraying and putting together, because the whole environment is just not there. The best way I can kind of describe it too is, you know, this web is about to break almost. There's too much on it that isn't, there's excess weight, you know. And it's one thing to have excess weight and then to maybe be oblivious to it. Hey, that happens, right? We all go through those moments of, you know, oblivion. But when you know that you're not, when I say you, I mean like whoever this relates to, this card or is representative of. When you know that the things that you're doing are not proper, and you know, you are basically, you know what you're giving out is not appropriate and it's not going to serve you. Do you think that the web's going to be able to, you know, withhold it? And it's actually going to be able to take on and support everything that comes with it. But even, you know, when the own person who is actually adding weight to it just doesn't really care. They're not too attentive, right? They're not attentive to the fact that maybe the web is about to break. This is also someone, you know, who doesn't, when it's next to or when it's in relation to the Eight of Pentacles, this is someone who, you know, like I said at the beginning, doesn't hone in on their skills. They are just there, kind of complacent, just like kind of not having that drive to maybe move forward or to pick up and continue on. But I do like, though, Pisces, that through everything, you know, even throughout everything that has happened or that is transpiring or will, because I mean, even through the heart, you know, through the heartbreak, through that bottom, hitting that rock bottom and hitting that boom hard, and just every one of, you know, your senses has been affected, you know, your back, your front, your side, your vision, your hearing, just everything that just decimated, you know. But needing that rest is very important, Pisces. We're going to have to make sure that we get that. But even throughout all the crap and the mishaps and, you know, the trials and tribulations, you still hold that hope, Pisces, and that's something of, you know, worthy of admiration. Because I don't know too many people who are like that, who are that dedicated, where they either one, they stay in such of a relationship, or whatever happens, it like does not even matter. And they're just like, it's okay. One day it's going to be better. One day it's going to be better. That optimism is such a beautiful thing. It's priceless. I mean, I'm a Virgo sun, so shoot. Virgos are, you know, in terms of when it's in your sun, hey, we're the first ones to be like, it's over. It's a wrap. It's done. We're done. You know, look at it from that point of view of detriment. And then you're the one that's like, it's going to be fine, you know? And then when you tell, you know, a Virgo especially, or, you know, an earth sign that is acting like a damn fool, and you say things like, well, you know, what's negative right now will pass, you know, because change is constant. Oh my God, it gets under their skin, because then they're like, how can you not be so practical and always be so optimistic and in your mind and in your imagination? And then that's when you look at them and say, and how's that going for you? Then they have nothing to really say. Because, you know, how really is it going for them? Because you came into the reading, you know, in a sense sad and broken and not very happy with things. Because, I mean, given the circumstances that are being presented within the reading, for sure. And just Pisces, like, having that hope and knowing that one day this is you, you know, rising from everything that can get caught and rip your wings. But yet, you know that they're going to flap one day and you're going to make it out of there. That is, I wish I could trade one of my, you know, traits or assets that I actually like for that feeling. I'm working on it, shoot. But, you know, you guys, it just comes so natural. It's in your mind. It's an imaginatory thing where it's perception. That's just basically what it is, you know. And perception is reality for the beholder, you know. But because, Pisces, you are hopeful that something new will come, and it will come. Yes, it will. You know, and despite being thrown off, get this back into a frame. And, you know, despite being thrown off, and despite not things transpiring where they're not maybe necessarily in your favor, and they're not really a good thing that comes from it, and it knocks you down to the bottom, to where you hit rock bottom, the universe is still saying, we got you. It's great because of that optimism and because of the universe knowing what you deserve. And you also are learning, Pisces, that what you deserve. You're really learning. Bottom of the deck, the five of wands. This is, you know, in that moment of contemplation, kind of. This is more of, because the seven of pentacles is more of contemplation. This is more of not deciding where to go, kind of at that crossroads a little bit. You know, fives represent intermittent fluctuation, you know. And when it comes to wands, it's change. You're deciding, or you can't, I should say. You can't decide which road to take. See, with the lines again here, how they all change direction when they meet the wand. Which road are you going to take, though, Pisces, you know? Sorry about that, my arm. So, yeah, you know, we have to know. Are we going to take, you know, the road of heartbreak? Do we like this stage or this state of being? Possibly, you know, third-party intrusion? But maybe, but I'm not really feeling that here. I'm feeling more, it's just, you know, heartbreak from the situations that are kind of maybe like going on, you know? But, you know, why? Whose judgment's off? And this is not seeking the truth and ignoring really what the truth is. We need to, you know, make sure that we judge situations appropriately. And we don't continue to go back to old, tired, repeating, you know, mistakes due to, you know, always needing to kind of hold on and to be so dedicated, which is a great thing, but not really. The dedication is not great if it leads you here. There's nothing wrong with, you know, riding with someone, for sure. But if you always find yourself here, and you always find the instability to not be there, or you kind of feel like you want to give up and you don't really have that expansion with this person, and then, you know, you coming into the reading feeling like that. Because, I mean, you feeling like this comes directly, or it affects how you move forward, you know? I'm going to pull 3 cards. I don't know, just going with my feelings here. Okay, I'm gonna leave this card out. This is strange, but just going with it. But show me what this is. I'm gonna leave this card out too. I'm gonna leave this one. No, I'm not gonna do that. Yeah, those are them right there. I'm not sure why I picked these. See, I was going back and forth right now, but okay. Let's see what's going on here. All right, Spirit, what is going on? Let me know. And let Pisces know, we should say. Spirit, please release 3 cards for how Pisces can move forward within this situation. How can Pisces move forward? How can Pisces move forward? You're the only sign that I've done this with in terms of the readings so far, but I don't think I'm going to do this with another one. And I just finished the water signs, and the video is already 36 minutes. It was supposed to be this long, but let's see. Spirit, please release up to 3 cards for Pisces. Up to 3 cards for how to move forward. Okay, I'm going to leave those there, and I'm going to pull one more, because I believe there's only 2. Yeah. Spirit, release up to 1 more card. This card wanted to pop out, and it almost did, but it didn't, and it went right back into the deck. You know, 5 of Swords, once again with the adjustment, or the, you know, intermittent fluctuation. This is also the card of, you know, self-affliction. But we're going to put it right back in because it didn't actually pop out. Spirit, please bring us up to 1 more card, please. For Pisces. One more card, please. Okay, I'm going to shuffle one more time. If something pops out, I'm just going to go with those 2 cards. All right. Okay, so we have, in terms of order, let's do it in order. We have the Empress. And then we have the Chariot. Five of Cups. Sorry, get this into. Okay, Pisces, so here's the advice is we need to create those things, Pisces, like the Empress here, that yield us, you know, positive results, Pisces. So that we can continue with this creation. It's the mother protected, you know, stability, also the mother protected creations. This is someone who yields all the living life and who maintains it. You know, who builds it and keeps it there and provides, like I was saying, that safe environment for all that is living. Because I kind of feel, you know, when we do that, we're able to move forward like the Chariot here, and we're able to take off. and maybe have that stability, given, you know, the earth energy. But I feel Pisces like we need to be careful. We need to, yeah, it's funny. When I lifted this card up, I knew it. It was funny. When I lifted this card up to get it back into focus, which, oh God, it's the Eight of Cups, right? Temperance is here, and I'm looking at the deck like this, so in reverse, you know, stillness. Like this is like general here. It's crazy. This is reminding you to have temperance, because when we have temperance and we realize what we are worth and what we need in life, and we don't take, you know, no for an answer, and we actually stand up for what we believe in, is when we prevent that despair and that heartbreak and us, you know, holding our head held down in shame and just looking at the darkness versus the light, you know? Could be dealing with the Sagittarius, also maybe a Taurus, because the next card that popped out was, let me do it like this. Stillness. When things are crazy, you need to calm yourself, you know, Pisces, and then know that everything's going to be okay, because you're going to keep yourself calm, and because you can control yourself, you know? You can't control the other person. Because when you control yourself and not the other person, this is when the stability comes in. And this is when the creation comes in of viable resources, or of whether it's spiritual, whether it's emotional, whether it's bonding with your cat and it makes you feel better, whatever the case may be. It's limitless. But when you create those things, you know, that's when the movement comes. That's when, boom, I see now. Because you're staying calm while the storm is raging on, you know? It's also reminding you to always be temperate. Make those good decisions, because you must make them so that they serve you. Why? Because, you know, we're not really maybe seeking the knowledge. We're not seeking the truth. Or maybe the person that we're going to, it could be maybe possibly a Taurus, is, you know, maybe not the best person, or maybe they make you sometimes maybe, you know, feel like this, or maybe make you feel like this. Maybe they're acting like this, making you feel like the you know, instability is there, causing, you know, all the damn heartbreak, you know? Because what's fair, Pisces? I feel like you need to reevaluate things, but keep that hope, though. Before we go, I want to try to keep that hope. I mean, this is just so strong. Throughout all the crap, you know, this is the thing that's going to get you through it. Right here. Sorry, my fingers are covering it, but that's what's going to get you through everything, okay? And also remembering to make those right decisions and the correct ones for yourself, you know, because when you don't, this is where you end up, Pisces. The despair and the sadness. But that's not you, though. Because this is you. This is how you view yourself. This is really where you are and who you are. All right, Pisces, this ended up being a 44-minute reading. My God, it was really long. But it was good. It's not negative. Shoot, I really like it. I feel like it was needed for maybe some out there. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and let's wrap up the reading. And like I was saying in the beginning, visit the description box. You know, go ahead and book that private reading if you need any further clarification for you and your significant other. You know, book that reading, man. But yeah, go ahead and visit the website, book it, and we'll go ahead and get you set up and book your appointment. Everything's online. Everything is super easy. You know, it's all, you know, self-service in a sense. Yeah, visit the website. It's in the description box. And, you know, go ahead and book it and read the information there. And, you know, let's get started. All right, Pisces, stay strong. I'll see ya.